Good morning. Good
Oh,
morning.
Penny walked in. Hey, Penny.
Hi, Penny.
Good
How are
morning.
you?
Here's
It's
Penny.
an
Wait, here's
what
Penny.
fun kind of day.
Oh, Penny. It's
You
Penny and
don't
Peggy.
have
Come
a
on
light.
back. Come on back and say
Come on
hello.
back and say, sit with me.
We got to. We got to
sit
move
with
her
me
stuff.
for a while.
All right. It's Penny and Peggy. Now, what's funny?
We're the shipping department.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
Two-thirds of it. Yeah,
2/3.
2/3 of it. Well, actually half
Well,
because we got
yeah,
done too.
we're
half. We're
yeah,
half.
Half the shipping
Yep.
department is here. And you guys, I want you to know something funny that we had a Penny first,
Yes.
and people would call her Peggy because she had a really good friend named Peggy.
Yep.
And then she was called Penny Peggy. Who was it that called you Penny Peggy?
Oh, I
Or
don't
Peggy
know.
Penny.
Who knows?
And then we got a
We're
real
upside down.
Peggy. Oh, your name tag's
She's
upside down, so we don't know who you are.
Well,
We're just a little silly
I
today,
wanted-
maybe.
That's
I wanted
right.
to see
The
my
cold
name.
is getting to us.
So
Oh,
then
man.
we got a
Mhm.
real Peggy. So now we have
Yes.
Peggy and Penny. So
Not a Margaret, but a Peggy.
yeah, there you
I'm
go.
Peggy.
So you guys, when you
I'm not
get
a
your
Margaret.
packages,
And
there's
I'm
a
not a
good
Penelope.
chance
Okay.
one of these two
Yeah.
send it to you.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we will.
All right, and we've got good morning. And so, what Penny? I
Yeah.
haven't seen you for a while, so it's good to see you again.
I know.
At least
I
I got
love
your name
Doodlebug.
right.
And you guys kind of
Wait, wait,
coordinate
wait.
a little
Go
bit.
ahead.
You kind of got your browns
straight.
going
Yeah.
on, and
Got you straight.
we got your name tag straightened out. So,
Yeah.
and you know what? We just had a hello from Peggy from Ohio.
Well, hi, Peggy from Ohio.
And Doreen says your
Jillian,
shipping
hi.
department rocks.
Oh, thank you.
We need
Aw.
Chris here to join in on this.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, we
So,
do.
and you guys, Diane just brought me
We
back
got mail.
mail. We got mail from
Uh-huh.
Ruth. Oh, whoa. All right, I got to look at it
Meg
first.
Ryan and Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
That's a great Christmas movie.
You know what? Here, I'll let you guys. Well, actually, maybe I can hold it up
Hold it?
easier
Okay.
because I'm a little closer. But Ruth
Look
just
at that.
sent
Look
us
at the
this
pretty-
beautiful Christmas
Look at that
card.
embossing on there.
It says warm
Ooh.
wishes. I don't know. It's not blurry,
It's
is
kind
it?
of-
It's
Is
a
it
little
blurry?
blurry. There, that's good.
There.
Oh, that's
good.
better.
Mhm. Look at that embossing. So pretty.
You know,
Mhm.
that embossing folder we just
And then that
reordered. So if you
gold
want
and
that
Yes,
snowflake,
I love that. Mhm.
but look what she did. She cut out the circles and embossed. I wonder if she put them on first and then embossed the whole
Whole
thing.
thing. Oh gosh, it almost looks like because it's right in
Okay,
the
I have to
right
take a
with
look.
it.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys
'cause
see what
it's-
I mean
it
about how you
lifts
just have to
up.
look at it?
Yep.
Yeah.
That is
I
a
think she put it
honeybee
on
embossing
Yeah.
folder.
Love it. Love it. Ruth,
Oshra
so,
loves
so
your
pretty.
shirt, Peggy.
Oh, hippie elf. That's who I am today. I'm the hippie elf.
The hip. Oh
Yep,
yes,
I'm
yes.
the hippie elf. Mm-hmm.
I'm the wheezy elf.
You're the wheezy elf. I
Yeah.
don't want to get sick.
No,
Oh.
wheezy as in laughing too
Oh,
much.
okay. Got it.
And Sandy says Peggy and Doodlebug. What could be better?
I don't know.
Sherry says hello, girls.
Mhm.
Good morning from below zero, Minnesota.
Hey, we're here. We're right with you. Maybe not as
we
below
might
zero.
did we get below zero here
When I got out of my car in the parking lot, my car said -3.
today?
Yes, this morning.
Oh my,
Mhm.
because mine said 2 when I left
Yeah.
home, but I didn't look at it here. It's a cold day at Memory Bound. But you know what this card reminds me of, you guys?
Oh my gosh. Here, here's your name.
I don't know how many of you have checked out the December prompts from Katie. Is that
They're
blurry?
great. They're wonderful.
Is that blurry, you guys?
There. We can,
So today's is
can
sparkle.
we see it now?
Today's word
It's
is
too small.
sparkle.
Sparkle.
So look at how we
Mhm.
got, this is
We-
sparkle to me.
Perfect. Yes.
So Ruth, sometimes things
Great
just
timing.
happen for the right
Great timing
reason.
on that.
So if you want to get in on these prompts that Katie made up for us,
Yes,
it's a
I
free
love that
download.
list.
And you can go online and go to Memory Bound's exclusives and you
Uh-huh.
can
Free
download it and have the
Yeah.
list yourself.
It's free download.
So
Yep.
today you can think
just take this
about
one.
whatever sparkles.
No. It's got to stay here.
Okay, this
Penny-
isn't
Penny's
this is
being
gonna
a
be
little
tough,
silly right
this
now.
is gonna be a
Mhm.
tough day for me.
Yeah.
Okay, Laura switched from watching Facebook to YouTube for the first time.
You know, I watch it on YouTube on my TV in my craft room. My husband knows at 9:30 every morning I'm going back to my shed, the she shed, you know,
Sorry, I'm
and
busy.
going in there and YouTube comes on and I have it on my phone too so I can read comments while I watch it on TV.
Oh my gosh.
Is that a little bit of overkill? I don't know.
No, that's good. I
I
like
love it.
that. I've had other people comment, Peggy, that
Uh-huh.
they're off. They are not available from 9:30 to 10:30
We're
Central
not.
Time.
We're not.
So
Mm-mm.
Val's little tidbit is in the UK, 7C feels like 2C
Oh,
Celsius.
yes.
So
thank you.
7
I was gonna say
Fahrenheit
7
feels like 2
Well, I don't
Celsius.
know. It's 7C.
Celsius.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
So
That's
we-
how cold it is over
Yeah.
there.
So it's
Yeah.
chilly. It's a
I don't
little
know what
chilly.
our wind chill was. I just know what the actual air temperature was today.
Yeah, wind chill
I
was
didn't
probably
look.
worse.
Fort Dodge,
Or they call it feels like now, not wind chill. I'm sorry.
Fort Dodge was the coldest place in all of the 48 states last night.
And that's,
I
what
can
would you
believe
say,
it.
45 minutes from here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all right. Well, we made the news. We made national
Whoop,
news.
whoop. I don't know if that's what we why we want to make it, but
You know what? Jean and Osher both
Mm.
say they do
Yeah.
the same as you, Peggy.
Yep.
And Kay's reporting in that it's National Cookie Day.
Is it really? Okay,
Oh.
someone needs to tell me when it's National Party Mix Day because I
Party
made party
mix.
mix yesterday. And then my daughter made fun of me because I call it party mix instead of Chex Mix. I don't know. What do you
I
guys
think-
call it? Do you call it party mix
I
or
don't
Chex
know.
Mix?
Let's
I
find
don't
out.
know.
Depends your recipe. I call it snack mix because I use
Okay.
the bugles on that recipe.
Oh, okay.
The ranch.
I have to make it gluten free for my daughter. So
You guys, this
know.
has nothing to do with your party mixes, but today's Mary Perry's great granddaughter's birthday,
Well,
and she
happy
is her
birthday.
sparkle.
oh,
Isn't that
wonderful.
great?
There's your glimmer moment, your sparkle. That's wonderful. I love
know.
it. I love that.
Marcia said it was 11 below in Ames, Iowa this morning, and that's about 30
That's before
minutes
I
from
got
Memory Bound.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
cool.
Mhm.
All right, well, let's talk
Yeah.
about what we're going to do
Okay.
today.
Yeah.
All right.
We're
I'll go back
talking.
to work.
You
Penny's
can sit here
leaving.
with us. We're talking Doodlebug
Thanks,
today, and I
Penny.
know that Doodlebug is one of your favorites
Oh,
too.
It is a favorite.
Uh huh.
When you're done with Doodlebug here, I got Doodlebug to show you to later.
Oh, yay!
All
We love
right.
Doodlebug. You know, and I'm going to call today "Oh What Fun" because it's really started off fun, and that's the name of the collection that we're using today too. Is "Oh What Fun" from Doodlebug.
And today will be Oh What
Yeah.
Fun.
Mhm.
And before we get started with Peggy and
Mhm.
Doodlebug, I'm just going to take the camera
Okay.
because I want to I learned something today, and we didn't tell you this yesterday, and I learned something. But the new release from Elizabeth Crafts that just came out, which is Winter Wanderlust, is a one and done. So we have a few more items coming in, but a lot of the things are sold out at Elizabeth Crafts, and we won't be able to get more. So it's not a sales pressure pitch or whatever, but it is just a helpful note that if there's something here that you really wanted, be sure and get it. Call us, order it, because we have a few things coming in, but we're not able to reorder everything. Some things are totally gone. So I just don't want you to miss out. Behind this, you'll see, sorry, I got distracted, but behind this, you'll see we have a restock of the Tim Holtz multi-palette, and we'll be getting that set up. And if we're out of any of it, we'll get that back online too. All right. And yesterday, I don't know, I think of Canada, I think of cold weather also.
I do too.
Yesterday, Chris was here and she recapped her, and also Elizabeth,
Mhm.
speaking of Elizabeth's
Yeah.
craft, she recapped her Banff trip with the
Mhm.
Elizabeth Crafts Creative Retreat. So if you missed that, you can go back and
Mhm.
check that out on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people weighing in here on your mix.
Is there? Okay.
Jean says party mix. Betty Chex Mix. Kimberly says good morning, and so does Lisa. Kay
Mhm.
says Chex Mix.
Yeah.
So thanks for sharing your mixes, everybody.
Yeah. And I know that everybody puts different things in hers. Like Penny mentioned, she puts bugles in hers. I make mine gluten free for my daughter, and so mine, I put peanut M&Ms in mine, and it's just kind of fun. I like doing it.
I love
Mhm.
peanut M&Ms. That
Peanut
is
M&Ms
different.
give it a little bit of a sweet. Gluten-free pretzel sticks and rice checks and corn checks. We can't do the wheat checks, but the rest of it is okay.
There are a lot of cereals that you can add that
Yeah.
are gluten free.
Yeah.
And that's really helped.
Yep. Cheerios.
Sandy said she met Penny and she said she was so sweet.
Oh, cool,
Penny, Sandy says you're really sweet.
She didn't talk
She
to
likes
us
that.
first yet.
She likes that. All right. Okay, let's see. All right, here you go,
Okay.
Peggy.
All right.
Darlene's research said August 31st is the national day for whatever you mix, for whatever mix you want to call
Okay,
it.
August 31st. Okay,
Yeah,
so
we
we're
got
going
a
to make
long,
that
we got a
calendar.
long ways.
Yeah.
We
I
got a
would
long
think it'd be
ways.
closer to the holidays since it seems to be kind of a holiday tradition around my house. Maybe it isn't for everybody
I think
else.
I should make some for the
but that's,
weekend.
that's something my mom always made every, between Thanksgiving and Christmas. She would make up a bunch of it and share it. And so
Well,
that's
it's
what
nice
it makes
because
me
it's
think of the
not
Christmas season.
sweet.
Mhm.
It's nice to have something that's not sweet.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, All
Yep.
right. Well, you guys, you know that when Peggy's here, you're going to have some amazing layouts and things. And when you combine her with Doodlebug and the new Christmas collection, oh, what fun that is selling really crazy like.
It really is. It really is.
Peggy, they want your recipe.
Oh, well, you buy the seasoning mix in the packet. Seriously.
Go to the grocery
Go
store.
to the grocery store, get your stick butter, get the seasoning mix in the packet, go home, get your big Dutch oven out, put your rice checks and your corn checks and your don't put the M&Ms while you're putting it in the oven. Wait
Oh,
till
add those
everything's
later?
cooled down and then add that.
I never thought
Otherwise,
about
they
adding
melt.
M&Ms to my mix.
And then you just kind of do whatever the package says. And I do it in the oven. I don't do it in the microwave because that's just how I am. And then I set my Alexa for every 15 minutes. I say, Alexa, set an alarm for 15 minutes. And that way I don't miss the time that I have to pull it out of the oven, stir it,
And
put it
stir
back
it
in.
up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah.
Well, I want you to
Very
know that
easy.
Cherie says she loves Peggy Days.
Oh, Cherie, you are so
That's
kind.
sweet.
I love it when you come into the store. I enjoy talking with you.
And Misty says we need to put some stockings up on our fireplace.
Oh,
we should. That would be a good idea.
Oh, here, just a second. Maybe I have.
We have little stockings. They might be too little for for a fireplace, but I think that's
we go.
all right.
We got
Oh,
stockings.
we got one little.
They might be burning, but we got stockings
you guys,
now.
if you have a magnifying glass or binoculars, you can see what that is. All right. Okay. Well, do you want me to switch the camera? Are we ready to do that yet?
If you want to, I'm just gonna like go through real quick and show the papers and things that I used on my layouts.
Okay, I love that.
And then we'll go to the layouts real quick. So we
So
can
it
do
looks
that.
like-
We'll get the down camera.
Whoops.
I need the light.
Now I made it crooked. It was perfect and then I messed it up. But I wanted to pull it back just a little bit. There we go.
Okay.
How's that look to you, Peggy? Pretty
It's a
good?
little blurry.
It is blurry?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
On
I can
on
fix
my
that
camera,
too.
On the camera, it's a bit blurry. I gotta move up just a tish.
And now I need to move this back because I moved it okay.
Okay.
That
am I in
looks,
camera? That looks
does
pretty
that
good.
look okay?
Mhm,
It looks
yeah.
pretty good here.
Yeah. Okay. So, when this line came in, I was not working that day. I was home, and they showed it on the video, and I thought, oh my gosh, I need to go
Did you
get
come
it.
in?
And so I came in, and bought some. And actually, by the time I got here, the tree dye, which I thought I had out.
I've got one here. Oh,
the tree
you got
dye
it.
here that I'm going to use today. I think I grabbed the last one. So
we ordered more.
So we reordered more, and we do have some in stock now.
It's called Deck the Halls.
Yeah, it is so cute. And I'm going to put it together for you too, so you guys can see all the pieces and how they go. And on my layouts, I used a lot of the pieces from this die on a lot of the layouts, and you'll see, how they all come together. You can kind of see that it's used. But anyway, so then I really like the shape sprinkles too. And the shape sprinkles, I got the twinkle lights. Now there are a bunch of other different shapes in this collection too. I just happened to grab the twinkle lights. That was the one that I thought I would start with anyway. And then there's the bits and pieces. They have the chit chat, and they have there's like 3 packages of ephemera pieces. And I just went with the bits and pieces one because I really like this row of trees. So that's why I started with that one. So that's what I've used throughout these layouts as well. And it's got some great pieces in there. I mean, it's got individual trees, it's got the row of trees, the stockings that we just hung, a lot of different pieces. And I like that it had like the file folder tops, some of the banners and words. You'll see that I used quite a few of those. And I just like the variety of that package. And then I use the puffy icons because I'm a sucker for puffy stickers. And I like using these, especially when I do layouts. I like to use these to help decorate like maybe a journal box or just, put a little detail, in a little grouping or something like that. You get the smaller pieces, the candy and things. And of course I have to have the Santa head. I love Santa. He's my very favorite. And these trees, again, I love the colorful trees in this collection. I think that's really what drew me to it. And then I use the stickers. And I think the reason I picked up the stickers was because Santa Claus drew me in, and I'm a sucker for Santa Claus. No matter what, I mean, my Christmas layouts will almost always incorporate a Santa Claus somewhere along the line. So that's what drew me in on the sticker sheet. So I grabbed that as well. And then the acetate. I mean, gosh sakes, I should have brought a sheet of white paper. I'll just, let me set it down here on the table. You can see. But the acetate is so pretty. And you'll see it in one of the layouts. And let me bring it up here. You can see kind of the glimmer in it, this little sparkle. It's just really cute. I love the little dots in there. It goes with everything. And then I used some of the petite prints that we have. I took the sticker sheet with me and I matched up the papers along here that I wanted to use in my layout. So I just kind of matched those up. So here it is in the Ladybug. I probably don't have any of these in order. And then I got matching cardstock too to go with it. So because I'm a sucker for cardstock and all the different colors and things, and I just love it all. And then here, this comes from the Oh What Fun line, and it is the yellow. I like the sparkle. It's just like the acetate, but with a yellow background. And then the lights. It's so much fun. This is called Twinkle Time. And then this one, I really like this one. This is all spruced up, the nice green plaid and the line of trees. This one is called Christmas Eve, and I really liked it because it's just, the blue is so pretty with the snowflakes. And then you get all the border strips. So that is really a nice thing to have too. I really like using those border strips. And then the floral piece, and it has the heart on the other side, Berry Christmas. So those are a lot of the papers that I used on the layouts today. And there's one other one here. This one I used. This is called Festive Flannel, and I really like this because it has all the calendar days, and you'll see coming up. We're going to put something together using that, and then
Good
you're
for an
going to
advent
see
calendar too, if you're doing an advent type of thing.
and you're going to see these pieces in the layouts too. And this is just a nice red plaid on that side. So really, really nice stuff. I think I dropped something. That's okay. So those are the pieces that I used on the layouts that we're going to show today. And I think, should we just get started on the first one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay,
Let's
all
do it.
righty. So here is layout number 1. And you might notice as we go through all these layouts, I kind of have a little bit of a border or a banner theme going through. I don't know, for some reason, banners just really kind of struck me as I started doing this. I gotta turn my page.
Here,
straight
let
there.
me
Am I
straighten the
straight?
camera.
Okay. Let me know if I'm
Oh.
straight or not.
I think that's.
I think we're
I
okay.
think the camera's straight.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it
All
looks
right.
good,
I think
Peggy.
we're good. But one of the things I really loved about this line, especially when I came in and I saw it, I loved all the bright colors, which, you know, you get that with so many of the Doodlebug collections. You get fun, bright patterns, fun, bright colors in there. And I love that all of their collections, the colors they use in their collections match the petite prints, match their cardstock. So, you know, you match it up and you're going to coordinate it's all going to go together. And that is one thing I really loved. So, this is the first layout that I did, and I really wanted to, you know, incorporate a lot of the different pattern on this layout, and I wanted the different colors, and hopefully I achieved that. I hope it's not too busy. I think it turned out pretty fun, and I wanted to use that tree die cut too. So I really wanted to utilize the tree in the layout, and you'll see that I have it up here. And a little bit later on, I'm going to put it together for you, so you can see how all the pieces go. Because when you look at the back, it's like, okay, there's a lot, but it really comes together pretty quick. So that is the tree. But on this one, I've just started off with 1 inch wide banner strips, and I actually cut mine to 10 inches long. And then I had to cut them in half because they weren't long enough. So I would probably cut them to like 11 inches on your paper, because you only want about a 1/2 inch on the top and the bottom of the banner. So like 11 inches long on your banner strips. and then just, you know, notch the ends on it and lay them down. Mine are just a little off center. I think this is about the center of the page. So I've got, you know, 3 on one side, 3 on the other side of the center of the page. And that's kind of what I wanted. I wanted it to be a little off center because I knew I was going to go heavier over here with, you know, the Santa in the window. But so these 4 pieces are, you know, pieces from the line, and then one of the petite prints. And then I really wanted to incorporate this stripe right here. And so I thought, how am I going to incorporate that? Because it's just not very long. But because I have my photo here and I have Santa in the window here, I was able to just cut these 2 pieces out, cut little notches on either end, and lay them out. I mean, there's a gap in there like that, but
That's
you're not going to
tricky.
see it. You're not going to see it because you've got it covered up. So you can extend the length of your, you know, your paper or your banner pieces by, you know, just strategically putting them in there and covering them up. So that was what I did in order to use this. I
Good
really
tip.
just really liked that. I
Well,
wanted
it's
that
very
stripe.
colorful.
So that was the one thing I really liked about it. Now, another thing you could do with the, let me find uh,
Need
the
help?
border strip. The border strip as well, it has, you know, the stripe. It's not quite as wide as what I wanted, but you can also do the same type of design using maybe thinner banners, bigger banners, you know, overlaying the banners. So if you wanted to use like the words or even, you know, the red and white stripe or, you know, something like that to go in there, you could certainly incorporate that if you want to make, you know, your banner background whiter on your page, or if you just want to overlap, you know, for just color and texture, you can certainly do that. On mine, I just took, you know, the 4 different pattern papers, cut them cut them, you know, the strips an inch. And again, I'd say go to 11 inches on that and just lay them down, put them in any order that you want. And it's going to work because again, these colors are just fun and bright, and the hues all work together because they're all so nice and bright. They all work together. They're going to coordinate. They're going to blend. They're just going to really create a nice little harmony on your page. So that was those banners. And then I thought I want to use Santa because, you know, like I said before, I'm a Santa freak. I wanted to use Santa on there. And so I just fussy cut around this. And I thought, you know, I want Santa watching down on the kids. And Misty, you're right. The colors do make me happy as well. I just think they're so fun. But I fussy cut Santa, and then, you know, he was my piece that I needed to lay on here to kind of camouflage, you know, the shortness of the stripe um on that banner. So laid him down there, cut a couple of the trees out, put them, you know, on there. I actually popped this one up a little bit. This one's flat on the paper. I popped this one up, put that together, decorated it up. And the nice thing about that die is you get all of the pieces to do the tree. You get the little garland piece, you get the little circles, you know, for the ornaments. All of it is in that die. So you buy the die, you can make these. And put those up there. And then I knew I just wanted to use kind of a series of these 3 pictures on there. And then I wanted to continue using all that bright paper too. And so I just cut mats of different colors on here. Well, I guess 2 colors. I thought I had 3. But I've got 2 different colored mats on there. One is from the cardstock, one is the petite print. And then my photos are 3 by 4. And then I to help pop them up, because I've got white here, I've got the white here. And even though I'm on a white background, I still think by using just a little 1/8 inch border around the photo, it helps pop those photos up. And then the 2 outside photos here, they're laid flat on the paper. And then I used my foam adhesive and popped this middle one up a little bit. So it kind of stands out for me. Then the next thing I did was decide on my title. And I really like where'd they go? I not have those over here.
Do I need to go get some?
It's the words,
Okay.
the foam word, yeah. This is kind of what mine looks like now. but Kelly's going to bring that over. I thought I had that here, but I used just the foamy little words on here, um, but you can see I use quite a bit of it. And this is what I had to use on my titles. And I really liked it because I like all the different words on there. They're just really bright and colorful. So these are the puffy words is what they are, is what I used. And there's so many choices on here, make great titles. You can see at the top, I just did the I believe right here. And then I took the 3 little hearts that were right above it and added those to the side.
And
Because I
Peggy,
just
we
really
have a
liked it.
comment. We have a couple comments.
Sure.
So, and I love this one. Diane says you could make mini albums for your kids or for families in your family, and how much the kids would love it because it is such a bright,
Yes,
fun collection. It's a very
absolutely.
different collection, I think,
Mhm.
because of all the colors.
Yeah.
And then Shelly says she loves your creative page designs.
Thank you,
Susie
Shelley.
says it's awesome.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
Janet just linked the puffy words for
Okay.
us. So thanks,
All right. I'm
Janet. We
sorry.
didn't
I
even say
was
hello
gonna
to
say,
Janet.
hi,
We did all that
Janet. How are you?
stuff
How's
in
your
the front.
coffee today? Are you warmer than we are today, Janet?
Probably a little
I hope
bit.
so. I hope so. But yeah, the puffy words give you so many different ways to build titles, and I just really like that. So, I believe I always tell my kids when they got to that point where is Santa really real or not, and I decorate my house with lots of Santas, I'd always say to them, those who believe receive.
Oh,
So
oh my
believe is a
gosh,
big
Peggy,
word.
I love that.
Believe is a big word around our house. So yeah, so I believe it had a special meaning to us, and I think that was a nice thing about using this title is I believe. And again, like I said, I use the little hearts there, and then I came down to the bottom, and again, like I said, on those stickers, on that sticker sheets, that those Santa Clauses just drew me in, and there he is, and there he is. So I took him off. I de-stickered him with my powder tool, and you see how much powder I have in here. I probably had this for 3 years. It never runs out. If you de-stickerize your stickers, it's a great thing to have. I digress. So,
Yep,
mhm.
we have, and Janet will link the powder tool. I don't know that that's on
Okay.
the calendar.
Okay. So and you guys know that I will almost always de-stickerize a sticker, make it a die cut, because as I'm creating, I move them around a lot, so I never really know where they're going to end up. So I thought Santa worked out really well there. The ho ho ho, again, from these words right here, the puffy words, the ho 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 came right there. I kind of up down up because I just kind of like that. I use the banner from there, Merry Christmas, right down there, and then a couple of those the light bulbs from the
Sprinkles?
sprinkles. Yeah, the
Is it that?
sprinkles from the sprinkle set here. And the light bulbs, there's actually some on the puffy icons too. So that was kind of nice. But I had these, and that's what I used down there. And then I took from the sticker sheet, there's a couple of presents on there and a candy cane that I added. And then from this die, you see that you can make these packages too. So it's just
That's
like,
what you use?
yeah, that's what I used on the little packages. So it's the smaller one. It's just a little rectangle that I can't pick up with my hand yet. It's just a little rectangle, and then you cut.
You need tweezers.
I have a pair over here. They're right there. You have like the top of the box that you cut like in a coordinating color, and then you have the other piece that goes on the box, and you put the bow on top of it, and it really comes together pretty quick. So you put that together. What I did, because I wasn't real sure where I was going to put the gifts to begin with, and since the top of the present, let's see, goes on top and not on the gift, I guess I got the wrong
Ooh,
one
we're
there,
going to
but
have to zoom in on that,
yeah.
Peggy. Here,
I
I'm
got
going
the
to.
wrong one.
You got the wrong one?
Yeah,
Get the right
box,
one. I'm going to
different
switch
box here.
cameras.
Change boxes.
And then,
Mm-hmm.
let's see. Okay, let me get close up, guys, so we can see this better.
So that is the top. I don't know if this is the right one or not.
So that's
I
one of the little
just,
presents. Yeah,
yeah,
you do. Oh, you got your tweezers there, I guess,
I
if you wanted
do.
them.
I've got a little pair here. And so then you would just, I guess I don't have the right one. I'm sorry. I thought I cut a
She
bunch of them, but anyhow, they will go on here. You put your lid on there, and then you put your bow on there.
So there's 4 pieces.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then you put your bow on there. And what I did, because this piece goes on top of here, I took a little bit of score tape and put it on the back of here and put that on top of the score tape. And that way, when I went to put it down, it stuck together. And then when I went to put it down, I could take it off and it would glue it together and it would all stay
So
together.
here's the little gifts.
Yeah.
They're really cute.
Some of those are stickers from the sticker sheet. Like this is from the sticker sheet right there.
But this,
Yeah.
like this first one, that's a die. It's a die
This is the
cut.
die, this is die, this is die. Yeah,
Okay.
any of those with these little bows, those are dies. And then I just kind of mixed in a few of the little snowflakes off of
Oh,
the
wait, let me
tree
see
die
that.
too. So I kind of
there they
mixed
are.
those in, and then from the sticker sheet, a couple of little ornaments too. So I just
Just
kind of
kind
made
of a
that
little
the
border.
grouping.
You
Yeah,
made your own little
I
grouping
did,
border.
and use the candy canes there as well as over here. So 2 there, 1 there.
Okay, I'm
And
going to
then I used
switch
some of
back.
the puffy pieces.
Okay, hang tight, everybody. We're going to switch back. And then Peggy, we have somebody learned about de-stickering just today. So I would like you to show I brought over one of the powder tools so people
So this
could
is the
see
powder tool, and toward the end of the video today, I'll show you how to de-stickerize too, because
You got a
I'll be
lot you're
doing
going to
that.
show
Yeah.
us. Now, Janet
So,
made a comment that she said you could use those little packages or presents on
absolutely.
birthday cards.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Graduations. They're year round. They're not just Christmas.
No, they're not. They are not. They are not. I mean, they come like on this die, but you can use them for anything. And I mean, you can use like the little circles for confetti and things like that. I mean, it's
Becky?
just really it's a very versatile die. So it's not just a holiday die. So that kind of talks about, well, and then I used from the bits and pieces, the Oh What Fun bits and pieces, the die cut snowflakes, because I thought it needed a little something over there. I put one of the puffy ones over here and then some of the bigger ones over there. And then I also, from the sticker sheet, they have these cute little cardinals. And I thought, oh, that would be really cute on the top of his hat. It just kind of fit the little curve of Santa's hat. And I thought that would be really cute. So that is how this layout all came together. So that's layout 1. I'm going to grab a drink real quick, just a second here. Throat got a little dry. We're going to go on to layout number 2. And I'm showing these layouts kind of in the order that I did them. So here's layout number 2. Again, I am with my, I'm, in the banner craze here. So I used, 3 of the print on here. This came from Oh What Fun. These are petite prints, but I just wanted those colors, and I just ran them down, the middle of the page. The bottom of the page is the blue snowflake page that
I like how that grounds your layout.
Yeah. And I wanted the snow to be falling, so I just tore the edge of it, to give it kind of that ragged little edge. And then on this same paper, where you have all of this. Oh wait, where did that one come from? Oh, it's the very top row here. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. I just thought that would be really cute just to put along the bottom edge of the page. So, because a lot of times when I put a block of paper here, I usually move it up just a little bit. I don't put it all the way along the bottom because I want to put a border of some sort on there. And so that left me room to put this on there. And then this middle section right here is the acetate. I mean, you cannot, or I cannot use this collection if I don't have the acetate to use. So I have the sparkle acetate that I used on this. So cute. I love how the acetate looks. And that's, one of the reasons why my pages on the pure white background, which is the Doodlebug white, I wanted to make sure everybody could see the acetate. It was just so cute. And so this one actually came together really, really quickly. Once I layered my papers, I just kind of took a little wavy edge cutter and cut the solid green cardstock with a little 1/4 inch of yellow, and then I used the red and white stripe. From here, I cut it in half and use that.
You got a lot of use out of
Right?
that
I
border
know.
paper,
I love that border
Peggy.
paper and use it because I wanted that red and white stripe on there because I really like that red and white stripe. And then in the again, the ephemera package, the bits and pieces ephemera package, you get these big trees, and then you get one of each of those other trees that I told you I fell in love with on the bottom of the sticker sheet. You also get those in this package. So you get one of each of those in that package too. So I just thought I'm going to use these big ones because I want to, keep using that pattern and stuff. I mean, I've got the snowflake pattern, I've got the sparkle pattern, I've got, the stripe. But again, the great thing about Doodlebug is you can combine all these patterns and colors, and they still work so well together because they are just so bright. How did I adhere the acetate? I cut the acetate long or wider than what's showing here so that I could use my adhesive along the bottom and along the top.
Oh, good
and
idea.
I just used my regular adhesive. So if you can hide it, you can use this. Now, I know the other day when Chris was showing her bags, she was talking about the acetate. You can use your Nouveau glue because your Nouveau glue will dry clear. I would just use it real sparingly. But yeah, you can um, use different ways to disguise where it's at, to hide it so that it isn't real obvious. I mean, I don't have it at the adhesive isn't along the side of it here. It's loose, but because I have the adhesive here and here, it's not going to move. It isn't going to move. The adhesive sticks to it. It's not going to move. So that is it worked out well. And like I said, I could hide enough of it that I could, put a bunch of adhesive on there to make sure it stayed there.
So Peggy, we have a few people that
Yeah.
have just joined us. So I just want to welcome you if you're just joining us late. And today's a Peggy day. And you guys, I know everybody loves that. And Peggy is using the new Doodlebug Christmas collection called Oh, What Fun.
Yes.
So it's layout day.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Now, I tried to find a decent picture of my family to go on here because I thought, this is just the Christmas season, needed to be an outdoorsy one. We always go in Ames at Iowa State. There's a place called Reman Gardens, and they do this winter wonderscape, and it's a walk through their garden. And it's all lit up. Well, a couple years ago, the entire family, we were able to be together to do it. Usually it's around my youngest grandson's birthday that we kind of make a tradition of going. And so this is one of the pictures, and you can see by his little face right there, he's just not really in the picture mood, but that's okay. Those are still the pictures that we need to use because those are the memories that we have. He's just
That's
kind
funny.
He's just kind of the guy that, if you're going to get your picture taken, you're going to have a silly face in it. It's going to be Max. It's going to have that silly face. And that's something to document and remember as well. So on this layout, again, I just built, this up. And then I knew I just was going to use the one picture. So I just cut the mat. I have a 1/4 inch white again with this collection a lot. And with a lot of the Doodlebug collections, I actually like putting a little bit of a white border around my pictures to help pop them up, especially when they have kind of a darker background.
Well, and with all the
does.
colors in the collection, I think that makes a big difference.
And I think it helps ground that picture. So it kind of your eyes looking at everything, and then it kind of sees that picture, and that white kind of helps to ground it, let you rest there. So I wanted the 1 4x6 picture, and then I just kind of built a little scene around it. I used the big trees, the little trees here. Again, Santa and Mrs. Claus, they both came from the sticker sheets. So I took those off, I de-stickered them, and I put foam dots on the back side because I wanted them to pop up. The little reindeer, I love that the reindeer, one faces one way, one faces the other way. that was just a really nice thing, because then you can use it, you know, on either side of your page. And then the happy holidays, it came out of the bits and pieces. So that came out of that. I mean, who can resist a good banner piece? They're just, I think these are great to use with your titles. And then again, I went back to the puffy words and used holly, jolly, and then spelled out Christmas. So you can mix
Oh,
and match
yeah,
all
I
of
like
these
that.
up. So I just really liked how that looked, and you know, with the happy holidays and all the color. Again, it's all the color. Now, I haven't journaled on here. When I do, I'll probably journal a little bit down here, but I wanted to then bring a few trees down here with a few of the gifts, and the candy came from the puffy icons. So the gifts and the candy, or I guess the candy from the puffy icons here, and then the trees. So again, you know, utilize everything that you have. It just, everything just came together. And because I had batch cut a whole bunch of snowflakes when I was cutting out my trees, I still had some snowflakes, and I just wanted to add those on. The season's greeting banner up here, I thought, you know, it needed something above the picture as well. I wanted to use that little bird, but I wanted to separate, you know, the red from the bird, the red from the border. So I just put that little banner strip there, and that's from the icons as well, the puffy, or I'm sorry, from the puffy words. So you got that on there too. And that's from the sticker sheet. And again, destickered it, put a foam dot behind it, and popped them up. So that's number 2.
That's really, those are really
Okay.
amazing, Peggy.
And then
We ready for number
number
three?
three, number 3. Okay, number
Now this,
3.
okay, so, all right,
Mhm.
I thought that was something. Oh, wait, do you have a,
Go
we have
ahead.
a question. Do you have a tip on how to keep your lettering?
straight. Do you have a T ruler, a T-square
Oh, I'll
ruler?
go get them.
Okay,
I'll go get the ones we have.
that always helps. I actually have a couple different things, and it really depends on where my title is going to go on the page, as far as which tool I use. And either I'll use my T-square if it's going to be like in the middle of the page, or I have a 6 by 12 inch quilting ruler. I think you might have seen me use it here a time
Here's
or two.
some.
And
Here's
then
the
I also have
T-squares.
the Tim Holtz ruler. So it just really depends on what I'm doing. But the T-square ruler, what I really like about that is, you know, it has this edge. So when you put it down, you
Yeah,
just put it along the edge of your page, and it's going to come across. And then a lot of times I'll draw like a real light pencil line. If I don't have anything, you know, that I'm drawing on top of, I'll do that. And that way I can kind of line up the bottom of my letters. And then the other thing I do, which is, it's probably just a me thing, I don't know,
here we
but
go.
as I put my titles down, as I put my letters down, I tend to work right from left. So I go backwards on it. I don't know why. It's
Right
just,
from left.
I think I
Okay.
have a fear of, if I put it down left to right, that by the time I get to the last letter, it's going to be like over here instead of on
So
my page.
also, Peggy,
Mhm.
for me, I don't stick my letters down. I don't press them down until
No,
I have it all lined up.
right, right.
So could you
Mhm,
show the 2
mhm.
rulers that we have? That's the
So, yep,
Westcott one for
this is,
$6.99.
and then we have this one, and this is really a nice one too.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
new.
And one thing I really like about this one, if you get this one, it's the Lisa Horton Crafts one. It works the same way as the Westcott one. But the cool thing about it is, if you get this, you can keep it in this package. You can store it in this package, because the package will open up. You can pull it out, and then when you're not using it, you can put it back in your package. And I really like
It
that.
also has the
Mhm,
measurements on the T,
mhm.
the top of the T,
Yes.
and
Mhm.
it's a little more solid.
Yeah.
So if you want to,
Yes.
if you just want to
Mhm.
try one and
Yeah.
you're not sure, then you get the
Mhm.
Westcott, and it
Mhm.
costs a little less. And then
Yeah.
when you find you like it,
Mhm.
then you can upgrade.
Yeah.
I like that.
Or, you know, one of the card making ones too, that we have, the A2 or A7 squares will work too, if you're, you know, maybe a little
Smaller.
shorter. But those are great for 12-inch ones. But that is how I usually do it. If I can't draw the line, I'll leave the T-square on there and use that as my guide. So that is how I Sometimes I just eyeball. You can usually tell we just eyeball. Just saying,
Or
without getting
sometimes,
anything
Peggy,
out.
I just
Mhm.
make them,
Yeah. mhm.
and then you don't have to worry
Yeah,
about
and
them being.
sometimes so that is just how it works. Now this one, I kind of I saw a layout on this stories blog that used like these banners coming like a gift, and I thought, well, that's a cool idea. So I wanted to just do that, and I thought again I wanted to incorporate as many of the different patterns and things that I could. Now this page looks like I have 1, 2, 3, 4 layers on it. I don't. My back layer is just 8 cardstock, and I did use a Simple Stories white cardstock. It's just the 12 by 12 white cardstock. And what I did, because I didn't have a full sheet of the red Doodlebug because I'd already cut into it, but I did have 12-inch lengths of it. So I just cut 12-inch, quarter-inch
There you
strips
go.
and did my kind of little faux mitering on the corner. I don't know if you can see
There
that.
you can see it up
Okay.
close, sure.
Kind of the faux mitering on the corner. And I did that, and it looks like, I started with the red background and cut, the white shorter. I didn't. It's just quarter-inch strips. So if you want to do that, that's a great way to kind of use, a little less paper. If you, want to have some color on there. I'm a little blurry,
Katie,
I think.
hold it, or Peggy, sorry, I
Mhm.
think I said Katie. Pull it up close to the camera and see if we can get it focused. Okay, there now.
Focus.
I think when you go back down, it did unfocus. All right, well,
Yeah.
let me try this
Mhm.
again. We weren't blurry a second
No.
ago.
Mm-mm. We're going to
Let me
work on it.
try.
I'm going to
Let me
keep
try.
talking while we do this.
Yeah, keep
Mhm.
going. I think
So that was how I just did the little faux corners on that. And I think Janet just put a link up to where I showed how I did it, how I
she's so
do the
good.
frame. She is so fast about that.
She is.
She's amazing. Janet, you're amazing. And so I did that because, like I said, I didn't have a full sheet of red, but I wanted to have the red on there. I just felt like it needed a little bit of red. And so I did that.
Peggy, we had a
Mhm.
question
Mhm.
earlier, and I
Yeah.
apologize. We had the
Mhm.
question, and I think I missed it, but they were asking, and it might have been the previous layout
Mhm.
about what brand is Santa. I wonder if it was the one on, maybe on there.
This
But
one
all of them
or
are the
this one?
same.
They're all from the Doodlebug line. So the big window Santa on that first layout, he was fussy cut out of this sheet of paper right here. And this
okay.
is festive flannel. So he was cut out of that. It's got, the red, and then it has like the calendar on there. And then the other Santas on here, on the second layout, he came from the sticker sheet right there. And then on this one, this Santa Claus right here, he came from the bits and pieces. So he was one of the
Okay.
pieces from the bits and pieces right there. So that's where he came. Oh, we're focused now.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
something you moved something by it,
Okay,
and it
and
went
it focused me
good.
in. Okay, so to do this
I
one,
don't know why, Peggy, but it's back.
I'm gonna borrow one of these rulers quick. So this one I just cut actually 3 different sheets of paper, and they are what, like 11 inches that I did. So 11 inches, and then I think maybe 3 and 3 and 6 here. And then my ribbon strip, my banner strips that I did, I think they're like an inch and not quite an inch and a half, maybe an inch and a quarter. But what I did with this, I cut 3 strips the same width. And then I notched 2 of the edges to make the banners, laid those down. And then to make the little bows
That's
here,
what's different. That's what
because
I've
it
not
kind of
seen
gave
before,
it
Peggy.
a little bit of life here, a little bit of
And you might have to pull it up
dimension.
close so
Yeah,
people
so
can
I'm
see.
gonna
It's not
kind of,
just a banner, it's a
yeah,
loop.
it's a loop on there. You can kind of see it on there.
Yeah, that's
Those are
cool.
looped. And what I did there was I just cut the same width as this, but then I cut them into 3-inch segments. So 3, 6, 9, 12. So one strip will give you all of
Oh,
those.
one strip. Okay,
One
that's
strip
good
will
to
give you
know.
all of them. And then what I did with it, I don't know if I have anything here. I'll just tear this a little bit so you guys can kind of see. So what I did with it was I just took my pencil and I wrapped it around my pencil, because I didn't want to
Oh.
fold it. I wanted it to stay round. And then I wrapped it around my pencil and then I glued it. So then after you've got it glued, you have this cute little loop. And
Peggy,
it's
I
not,
have to tell you
okay.
that, of course, your layouts are amazing and
Mhm.
everything's amazing about them. What I
Mhm.
remembered most was the loops. And you know, that's a
Mhm.
technique you
Yeah.
can use on your cards, your mini
Birthday,
albums,
anything.
lots of things.
You can make them wide, you can make them thin, it doesn't matter. But like I said, I want to put like a pencil or something in there. And again, the circumference of your pencil or whatever you use in there is determined by, how big you want your loop. But that is how I made the loops. So really easy, but they're great, but they make a great look they give you a great look. They give you that dimensional look. And so because I was going to put the Santa die cut down here, I didn't really want my loops up on top, even though a lot of times, when you tie a bow, you're looking to the top. I put those over on the side and I glued those down and then put him down. I used foam adhesive to stick him down to kind of hide those edges. And so now it looks like, he's got ribbon there. And you know how I am always so bow tying challenged. This took care of that. I didn't have to do it. But up
I love it.
here, because this die cut is horizontal, I wanted my bows to go up and down. So that's why my bows are on top here and to the side down here. So on top there, to
It
the
still
side
kind
there.
of frames, it kind
Yeah.
of frames
Mhm.
everything. I like it.
And I mean, this paper told me I wanted to use this die cut with it, even though I needed Santa, but Santa's got, that holly and the holly leaf and berries there.
Oh, he
So
does.
that was kind of something that I wanted to repeat in there, and I really liked the pink and the red, and and the floral paper.
And
I just wanted
everything.
to
And
use. I just
everything,
liked it
right?
all. I liked it all. So in the bits and pieces, you get this die cut, you get this little die cut, you get this little die cut, and again a couple of the trees, a little sparkle, a little glimmer die cut there that I thought I would look really cute there. I just thought it needed a third piece in there. And so those all came from the die cut pieces. And then so did 'Tis the Season. That came from the bits and pieces. So all of those came together. And then you see this right down here, the little red. It's just a little detail, but I thought after I got it all put together, I thought, ooh, it needs one more thing. And so what I did from the bits and pieces you can get, it has the file folder tabs. And so this one that says December on it, I cut it in half and used like the bottom half and just put that there. So it already had the rounded edge to it, and I just kind of tucked it up under there just to, I don't know, I just thought it needed a little bit. So that's what I did with that. And then the Santa Claus face from the
Puffy sticker.
puffy stickers. I have them somewhere
Here's
over
some,
here.
Peggy.
Got
You
'em.
got one? Okay.
From the puffy stickers. I knew we had to go on there. These are all Santa Clauses that I have as part of my little Santa Claus
Oh,
collection.
yeah, you brought
So
some. You brought
yeah,
one of your
mhm,
Santas in.
yeah.
I don't know if it was last year, maybe.
It might have been. I can't remember. It was one that I can't remember. I remember which one I brought. I think it was the one that my dad gave me the year before he passed away.
Yes,
I
it
think that
was. I
was the one.
remember that.
Yep. So these are just, a couple of them. I mean, this is one that I got from an old boss. This is one that I got from my husband's aunt for Christmas. This is one that my niece gave me. This is one that we bought. It's painted on a shell. We got that on a cruise that we went to. And then, of course, my kids' kindergarten ornaments that they made when they were in kindergarten. So those are on the tree too. And so I just thought this would just be something, and I really liked on the puffy words where it said deck the halls right here. And I thought that worked really well there. 3 separate words. So I can put, I could put 2 rows of the words. I like that. The holiday wishes came from, the banner there on that. And then I also used some of those shapes right up here to kind of add a little bit here and just to add a little bit of an interest there. Again, bring, a little glimmer there, a little glimmer there. And then right here, I used 2 of the candy canes from the puffy icons and made it into a heart. So that's how that was done. And I just really kind of liked how that kind of tucked in under there. So that's how this layout was done. I used one of the little word phrases here that came in the bits and pieces with a couple of the little lights. And again, I used, the different colors in the collection for the photo mats, putting an 1/8 inch of white around them just to kind of pop them up. And then the two outside ones are these three are all down on the paper. This one has some foam adhesive under it to pop it up because I really like that Santa Claus. So
Peggy, we have another
yeah.
comment. Cheryl asked if we had any like sketches of your
Oh,
layouts. And so Janet, just so everybody knows, in case you didn't see the comments, Janet linked a while back. Do you remember when we did the sketches of your layouts?
That was, what, a year
So,
ago?
Yeah,
or
and
so,
Janet did
something.
link that, so you can catch that in the comments if you'd like to get some
Yep.
of Peggy's layouts, which I know
Yeah.
everybody loves.
So here we go.
So you
We
showed
are
us 3 layouts.
3 layouts.
And what else have you got for us, Peggy?
Well, I'm going to show you how to put this tree together. And I'm gonna
the
put this
tree,
in.
the tree die. Okay.
And we're going to do a little calendar page. We talked about doing a December daily and things like that. And we have all that prompt list of daily prompts to do. And this collection, again, one of the things I was drawn to, this paper with all, the calendar paper that you can use. And I thought, sometimes if you don't necessarily want to do like a full album for your December daily, say, it just maybe is, an overwhelming thought to you to do an entire album, but you want to do some kind of memory, of the month, or if you want to just have some place to journal,
Or write
or
your
if you're
events.
write your events
Things
down,
that you do.
or if you are doing a calendar to give as a gift, because I know when my dad was still alive, he expected a calendar every month or every year for Christmas. One year I just didn't get it done, and I said, I'm not going to do it. And as we're opening gifts, he looked at me, he goes, where's my calendar? So you know what I did over Christmas break that year was make him a calendar. So this is a way that you can do it. And we sell these blank calendar sheets, and you can just
they're $1.79.
So we sell them just blank, and this is what I started with. And you can do every month of the year if you want to, and do it however you want to. I just thought it would be fun to put some of those calendar elements on there, and then I thought I would from the paper with all the border strips, I just cut one, and I cut into the green that was underneath it so that I'd have a little bit of green border along the bottom. And I just thought, well, I'm just gonna, do this. You guys, we're gonna put this page together as we do this video, so you can kind of see how I do things. And I did a few things ahead of time, but you're gonna see kind of how I plan things out, or not plan things out, how I just kind of go by the seat of my pants sometimes. But I thought this border strip looked really good there.
Look good along the bottom.
And then I already die cut these letters, and I used the Tim Holtz letterboard the side order to cut these letters. You can use whatever letters you have. I just happen to have these.
Do we have those, Peggy, or are they out of stock?
No, we have a couple of them. We've got a couple of them.
Awesome.
So I did cut, the word December, and then I cut a bunch of numbers too. I mean, I have my numbers over here on the side so that I can, add the numbers to my calendar. I'm not going to do all of that right now, but
no, that's a good idea.
So
well, and the letterboard from
two.
Tim Holtz is only $20.99, and I
Yeah.
say only because that is a pretty good price to get all your letters and your numbers. And you have a plus sign in there. Is that a plus
there is
sign?
A plus
so
sign.
you could do a little math on your, and
yes,
it has the letterboard
you
embossing
can do scrappy
folder.
math, and then the embossing folder comes with it too. You can see that. So you get that letterboard embossing folder that you can put the letters on. And these letters are about 1 inch high. And to glue these on, I use my Zig pen. You can use your glue stick, whatever you want to do, but you can put your number in the middle of the
Oh, sure.
you know, the middle
Well, we also
of
have calendar
yeah.
stickers
Mm-hmm,
with the
mm-hmm,
numbers, and I'll grab
yeah.
one of those so we can show people. That would be another way to do it if you don't want to die.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I thought it'd be fun just to use a bunch of different colors on here, just because I don't know, it would. So, and then if you also wanted to, I'm going to put 13 down there because that is actually my daughter and son-in-law's anniversary. December's a big a happening month in our family because both of my grandsons were born in December. So their birthdays are 10 days apart, and then we have an anniversary in between, and then we have Christmas. So it gets a little pricey, let me tell you. It does get a little bit pricey. So anyway, so here is where, you know, you can just add little things that you want. If you want to add some things from the puffy stickers, I'm going to put, you know, Santa Claus's face right on December 25th. And I can put a 2 and a 5 down below him too, you know. So we can, you know, so we know that this is Christmas. Or let me actually what I wanted to put up here. So, you know, we can do that.
It's so neat.
Put that on there, you know, and then I also thought I could put a photo mat over here, one or photo mat or two, like over here.
Yeah, you don't
that
have
I can
show
yeah,
all
you don't
the
have to show all the days. So you put, you know, a couple little photo mats on there. Let's just put those on there.
Jennifer said her son's birthday is the 20th.
You know, those December birthdays, they can be just a little bit hard, I think, because, you know, kids deserve to have birthday parties and things, you know. I mean,
It's a busy time.
it is a busy time. I'm going through that with my daughter right now.
Is her birthday are your kids'
the
birthdays in December?
my kids are in May,
Okay.
but my grandkids are both in December. And so,
Oh.
but yeah, from that letter board, I just cut, you know, a bunch of different numbers
Then you're
so I
ready to
can put them
go.
on there. And, you know, I mean, like Tim says, batch cut stuff. And then the tree. So here's the tree, and I already put this part together, but I cut one piece of brown. This is the
So that's the Deck the
yeah.
Halls
So
die cut.
this is Deck the Halls die cut right here,
Or
and
die.
so this piece right here is your background. I cut it in brown so that I have the stem, and then I cut
Oh,
it
good
again in
idea.
green, and then I just cut the stem off. So we have that, and then I just, you know, glue those together. The nice thing about die cutting is you know that they're all going to fit. Then I took my acetate piece,
Oh,
cut that
cool.
with the same, cut the stem off. Now, in full transparency here, let me tell
Do
you
you mean that because it's acetate, Peggy?
what? Full transparency.
Yes.
That's I
Good
didn't think
job.
about
Good
that.
job.
I didn't think about that. And I'm just going to use my adhesive here because it's going to be covered up. But
So she just put
yeah,
her tape runner
yeah.
on the edges.
I did have a heck of a time with my die cut machine cutting the
Oh, cutting the
acetate,
acetate?
and actually it didn't cut it. I actually ran it through there a few times. It made the indentation. It didn't cut all the way through. So I actually
Interesting.
had to take my scissors and do it. So full transparency there. But anyway, so there we have the acetate on there.
That looks good just like that.
And I could put them down there just like that, and I don't have to decorate them at all, you know.
Because
Put
you've
'em in
got the
between.
acetate has all the
Yeah,
little sparkles on it.
exactly. I'm going to move that over because I think I'm going to put the tree in between them. So then I used this part right here to get where this frame is there on it. I used that, and that cuts it out to look like this. Okay, and so then I'm going to just take a couple of my little snowflakes because, you know, I batch cut it all. So
that's a good idea when you're cutting to just cut a bunch.
Just cut. And so I'm just going to kind of lay some of these in here.
Oh, cute.
Because I'm going to make it a little bit of a shaker.
Die, aren't they?
Yeah. I'm just going to lay them in there. I'm not going to glue them down or anything like that because I'm just going to make it a little bit of a shaker card here.
So the die comes with the tree, 3 pieces of the tree. You get the star, you get the little, it's got little ball like ornaments, circle ornaments, and your 2 different sizes of presents.
And then what I did, I have already put foam adhesive on the back here. I'm going to put a little bit on or the
And
stars. I
use
didn't
the
do that
skinny
one.
foam. The
I
skinny
did use
one?
the skinny foam strips on here. You know, if you've got, you know, just the squares, just cut them. It works. So then I'm going to just take that off. Because like I said, I'm going to make it a little bit of a shake. Shakety shake.
Yeah,
Is that
I'm
what
kind
Tim
of
says? Shakety shake?
shakety shake.
Shakety shake.
I'm anxious to see it.
Yeah.
It's really a unique die, and
It
we're gonna
is.
after you put that one together, I
Mhm.
want it to show the ones you made on your first day
Okay.
out, because that
They're a little bit different. Yep. They're decorated up too.
we're getting a lot of December birthday reports, and some people celebrate the half birthdays,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
especially
I
if they're
had
out of town.
some of my kids' friends that had December birthdays. Uh, they too they celebrated their half birthday when the kids were all growing up, and that way they could have, you know, fun birthday parties too. So then I'm just gonna let me put this up a little bit.
Yeah, there
Okay.
you go.
So there I have the tree, and I just laid those snowflakes on there. I don't want them. I want them to be kind of loose, and then I'm gonna just lay this on top.
And that's gonna hold down your snowflakes.
Well, I did it backwards, right? I did. The transparency should have been right behind
That's okay.
this part, but you guys get the idea. It's
Yeah.
there. You get the idea. So I build it backwards. So I'm sorry about
It
that.
happens.
Mm,
It happens sometimes.
Wasn't thinking that one quite
and you
through.
have something new
Mhm.
and different.
Yeah. So then I'm going to take these little guys. We
Oh,
have
I
time.
didn't see that on the die. There are
Yeah.
the little
Yep.
garland. Would you call
Yes,
that
the garland.
garland?
And I'm just going to use my glue. Oopsie. And put a little bit of glue on them.
So what you intended to do was to do the tree and then
Oop.
put the acetate on the frame piece and then the
Yes.
foam. Okay.
Yes. Yes. The acetate should have gone on the frame piece, and then the foam.
But there's so many ways to
Yeah.
do it. There
But
really
this is
is.
going to work too. I mean, just kind of lay that
Shelley
on there.
says
That
she
might hold
uses
it
those
on there,
skinny
too.
little foam strips all the time
I do too. I do
on
too.
cards.
Okay, let's get this glued on here. Of
I
course, you
have a
know,
funny
this works at
comment here
home.
from Val.
Okay, Val.
She says, speaking from experience, joint birthday and Christmas presents are not fun.
Right?
When I was a kid, my birthday's in June, Peggy. So I always thought I had the perfect life because I got presents every 6 months. It was
That's what I
fun,
thought
wonderful.
too. And that was one thing, you know, I really enjoyed that part, you know, for my own kids, because their birthdays are Memorial Day weekend. Now, of course, sometimes, you know, their birthday actually falls on Memorial Day, which it will this next year. But so sometimes it gets, you know, overridden by the holiday. But, you know, it is what it is. We celebrate, you know, a holiday there. And
You
it's
know,
a birthday.
adding that white garland really adds
Doesn't
a
it
lot.
though?
Yes.
I thought about doing it in a different color too, but you know, right on the, you could do it in whatever color you want. I just did it in white just because that's what they did, you know, on the packaging. And I thought it would just be easier to show
just like
that.
when you matted your photos in white,
Yeah.
I think it's not like it calms all those colors, but it makes the things stand out.
Yeah. And
And I think that's going to make your tree stand out. And Peggy, I think we need to show them what you're doing with your Nouveau glue.
Oh, okay. I don't have the glue press. I don't have one.
What?
I don't have one. I just haven't bought
You need
one.
to put it on your Christmas list.
So the Nouveau glue, it comes with a little gem on
The
top.
diamond.
The diamond.
It's got a big diamond.
The diamond comes off. You know, where it is an earring.
Yes.
You know, put it on a
I probably
chain.
would.
So now I can just set this like on my desk, and as I'm gluing, I just put my glue right there.
And she's not screwing the
the
lid on. It's just sitting there.
Yep, it's just sitting there.
So there's a tip. There's a bonus tip for
so
everybody.
that is what I do with that, because I can.
It works out well. Oh.
So you need like 4 of these, and then I'm just going to trim. Where they come over.
Peggy, I think your acetate just shows a whole different way to do it. I like that.
So there's that. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of the, you know, a couple of these little balls, and, you know, right on there, there's little, you know, areas that tell you where to put put them along the edge. I won't do all of them, but you
And
guys will
and the
see.
die has 4 different double,
Yeah.
should I say double balls?
Yeah.
Here, I'll show you there.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
So you can cut a lot out at
Yeah,
once.
all at one time. You can cut them all out. They're all the same size.
You've
And
done a
then
lot
you
of
can-
die cutting for us
I
today,
did
Peggy.
do a lot.
The
but-
other thing I want to mention about the tree, and it really shows because you have the tree border right below it, is that the dies from Doodlebug, they match the images in the collection. So
Yes.
her tree that she made, if you look along the border, there actually is a couple of green trees that look just like
Yeah.
that. They're the same style with the
Yep.
garland.
Like
And
there,
when Peggy's done, we're going to show you the Santa die because there's a really wonderful die set with Santa, and it's called Happy Holidays.
Yeah. And I would put more of the ornaments on there, but for time's sake, because we're
Oh,
a
and
little
you've got a
over
little
here.
star too.
And I did the
It's
little
got a
star.
star
And
for
I'm
the
gonna
top.
glue him on there too.
Oh, so that fits right over.
Fits
So it
right on
cuts the
top.
star on
Cuts
the
the star.
die. I see that now.
Yep, it cuts it right on there, and then you just glue it on there. Okay.
So it's very interesting.
Yeah.
I'm just now thinking about how their dies, their standalone dies, match the icons. Because okay, I'm gonna get in Peggy's face here.
Okay.
But look at there's her tree that she's making right there.
Yep.
Very cool.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna put him right down here. I'm gonna ground him down with that green stripe, and I know I'm covering up a tree, but that's just how life is. But
Yeah, I think it
there's that.
a great
And then
idea.
I think I need a little bit more up here. So from this
Did you plan the tree border along the bottom with the trees?
this morning when I got
You
here,
did? Okay.
when I was
that's a
cutting,
pretty
I
good
thought, oh,
design.
that looks really good. So I'm just gonna cut a little
Cheryl
bit
says
of
you need to
this.
get a glue press. That you,
I
she says
probably do.
seriously, you don't know what you're missing.
But then I want this, and I thought this would be kind of cute up
Oh,
there.
very, yeah. I love
So,
red and white. It
I
looks
do
like
too.
twine, and
I
I
do
love
too.
twine.
And I might,
Peggy's like frantically putting adhesive on.
yep. So I'll put that up there.
You and your skinny little strips, and
I
you
like
always cut them so
skinnies.
perfectly.
I like my skinny little strips. I tell you what, that Spellbinder's trimmer, it'll cut them.
It's our favorite, isn't it, Peggy?
It
I
will
ordered
cut
it.
'em.
Hey, everyone, I did order some extra Spellbinder trimmers because they make good holiday gifts for your friends, your family, or for yourself.
Yep. So I'm going to just use this from
Another
the
puffy
words
word?
here because I'm going to personalize it too, But I want December. December is the Christmas season, so I'm going to put this right about
Sounds
there.
good.
And I use that as my guideline to get that straight. And then
Looks like you
need a little
centered
bit
it
more.
perfectly too, Peggy. I'm sure you did that on purpose.
So I want tis. Okay, we're going to have to pretend we know when Wednesday is. The Christmas
Oh,
season.
did you plan that out, or did that just come out right now? I love
last
that.
Last night about 11 o'clock.
That
did
is
that.
really,
And
how you
then-
mix that is so cool.
And then, you can use these too. I mean, if we have this down here, you can, jot little notes, in the squares if you want. You can put your numbers in the squares if you want. If you have a day where you're with friends, do that. If you have, I mean, I'm just going to put, happy holidays right here. But I
can
love
just fill it up.
love
It's
these
looking
little
good.
foam words.
Back in the year
puffy words.
2000, I think it was, Y2K, we did a scrapbook through Creative Memories, and it was a calendar book, and our pages looked kind of like this, where if something special happened, we would write it in there, like someone's birthday, or we went to a movie or whatever. And it's kind of fun to look back on.
But yeah, I mean, there's a
did.
calendar page. I mean, you don't have to do a lot. It didn't take a lot. Now I did trim, these down a little bit because, the squares are a little bit bigger. On this one, I just kind of made a fold out, so you can put a little picture in there too. And then I rounded the Janet. I'm channeling my inner Janet here, right there. So I
Corner
did that.
rounder.
Yeah, exactly. Put a couple pictures in there. This makes a great calendar page. Add the numbers, as you want to. Just put a little bit of adhesive on here to add those on. But yeah, it's a great little calendar page that you can then share with others. You can put it in your album. You can, like me, I would have made this for my for my dad because that was his expectation of me apparently.
Yes.
And
Well, a calendar
yeah,
is a gift that
yeah,
keeps on giving. And tomorrow
mhm,
on our video, we're going to be showing some options that you
yeah.
have for making calendars.
Yeah, I was at my brother's. He's a little bit older than I am. I was at his house on Thanksgiving for a little while, and speaking of the calendars that I made for my dad every year, there were some pictures that he had on a shelf that I there's one of my dad. It was one of my favorite pictures of my dad. And I said, "Oh," I said that, that I love that picture of him. That it's just so much him. And my brother said, "Yeah." He goes, "I took it out of the calendar that you made for him from one year."
Oh,
After both my mom and dad passed away, because my mom kept every single one.
well, yeah, my parents keep them
you
too.
know. So yeah, so there's a calendar page. Add your little journaling wherever you want. I mean, you could take, some of these little snowflakes, if you batch cut them and throw them on there too. And
Turned out
mhm.
really nice. And I know
So
you'd be
yeah,
filling in with
however you want.
journaling and
Yeah.
stuff. Oh, yeah,
hmm
adding those
Yeah.
snowflakes is cute.
Add that on there, and you have a really nice little um, calendar page that didn't take very long, and you don't have to have tons of pictures to fill it either. Or if you want, take a page. This is your 2-page layout now.
Yeah.
You've just shown
Oh,
December. Here's your
that looks
2-page
good. I got to
layout.
pull the camera up so
Yep.
we can see those
There's your
together, Peggy.
2-page layout. hmm So yeah. So if you want to do that, if you do like a
That's perfect.
compilation, 2-page layout compilation, for the month, this is something that you can use as well. Remember, today is Sparkle. So today for the 4th, the theme is Sparkle, right?
hmm
Okay, from our, I don't know where the list went.
It's our December
Yep, our
prompts
December
that
prompt is Sparkle that Katie came up
designed
with.
for us, and today
So
is Sparkle.
yep, the first was 'Tis the Season 2. The second was Out the Window. Yesterday was Winter Weather, and boy, was that a timely one.
Yeah.
And today is Sparkle. Tomorrow's Crafting if you want to get a head start.
That was
Just
sneaky,
I'll
Peggy.
whisper that one. So, but yeah, you can do that. And again, here is the tree completely done up, so you can kind of see it, with all
Yeah,
the
pull that
ornaments
up a
on
little
there.
closer, will you, so we can get a good look at it? Because there you go. Because it
Mhm.
is really a neat
Yeah.
die.
It is. It's really kind of fun to put together. And if you didn't want to use like the little balls that come with it, if you have gems that you want to use to sparkle it up, add the gems, or just use the circles that come with the die and then add the gems. Either way goes.
And we're going to show
There
you
it is
guys
with
the
the.
die again,
Mhm.
and we're going to show
Yeah.
you the other die that we have.
Uh-huh.
There's
There-
3 standalone
mhm.
dies with this
Yeah.
collection. One of them is we're waiting to receive
Mhm.
next week.
This is called Deck the Halls, and this is the one that I used today. And you saw that, you saw the snowflakes, you saw the presents on this layout too, how I use the presents on there. And then this is Happy Holidays, and I probably need to get this too because
Well,
it's Santa
and it
Claus.
matches the Santas on, and
hmm
it's bigger.
Yeah.
It's
hmm
bigger. So
So
maybe
it matches
flip it
that.
to the back
hmm
again too,
Yeah.
Peggy. So you can see it's a pretty good
hmm
size
Yeah.
Santa when it's all put
hmm
together.
I mean, if you had this, instead of doing this, you could just cut the word, put Happy
hmm
Holidays on there, put that, somewhere on the
It
layout
looks like
too.
it has a base that you
hmm
cut out, and then you can add the
Yeah.
other pieces to it.
Yeah, I think this is like your bottom piece right here. And then you can add, his beard, his hat, his face, the mustache.
Oh, you know what's really
Oh,
sweet? And
there's
I
his little
think
smile right there.
Janet says the Santa reminds her of a cookie cutter her grandma had, and
Yes.
it does.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I would agree.
Yes. Wouldn't this be cute on a cookie page, on a baking page too? If you're, doing cut out sugar cookies and you're decorating them with your
Or
grandkids or your
tags,
kids.
or
So cute.
yeah, there's a lot to do with
Yeah.
Santa. We have
hmm
a couple of young grandsons
Yeah.
that believe in Santa, and that's would be really cute for them.
I'd like to say the same of both of mine, but my 5-year-old grandson did tell my daughter just this week, "I don't think Santa's real, Mom."
Oh my God.
And again, she needed to come back with those who believe receive.
Receive. I did not know
Yep.
that saying till today, Peggy.
Yeah,
I learned
those
it.
who believe receive. Yeah.
One more
So,
thing I want to show
yeah.
before we
Oh,
review all your
another
pages.
calendar item. hmm
If you don't want to die
Die
cut
cut.
your numbers and you want to do
Yeah.
calendar
hmm
pages, we have 2 different sizes
Yep.
of calendar
Okay.
stickers.
So we have both sizes of calendar stickers, and both come with numbers. You
Yeah,
can't
that one's
really
flipped
see.
around,
Yeah,
but
they're
the
flipped
smaller
around,
one you can
but you
see.
can see There's the numbers too.
for every month.
Yeah.
So you have everything you
Mhm.
need to do
Yep.
put your numbers on.
Yep, there's 12 rows of numbers there, so you can put it on, and it's on clear sticker. So you put them down, you just see the number, you don't see the sticker part. So yeah, I mean, this would be great to, do this type of
I
calendar with
agree.
too,
I think it'd be
because you
really
have,
good.
little stickers, to represent, every month of the year. I mean, you've got the 4th of July one, you have a happy birthday, you've got Easter egg, celebrate the 1st of January. A lot of fun ones. Birthday in there, there's schools out, Mother's Day, Father's Day, vacation. A great,
Lots
great.
of things if you're making a calendar. And
Yep.
we'll show some more calendar things tomorrow. I think
Yeah.
they're very timely right now with the holidays. So we're going to have Peggy show each of her
Okay.
layouts that she did
Okay.
today, and then we'll wrap things up.
All right. Well, we'll start here. So we'll go last to first, I guess. The calendar, which is just quick and easy. You guys saw how quick that all came together. You can do it if you're, like I said, making gifts for people, or just, want to have a spread in your own scrapbook for the month. And then this is the first one that I showed. Again, die or fussy cut around that window. The banner pieces here came from that same sheet that all the calendar numbers are from, and then just your banners, 1 inch by 11 inch, and then kind of go from there. Like I said, the gifts made that little border from the sticker sheet, and these are the die cuts. And then this one right here, tearing the paper, using the acetate, a little bit of border there, more banners. I don't know, I went crazy with banners. And then again, I think anytime you get a die cut package that has some type of a banner title in it, use it. It's great because you can build things around it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The trees, and then again, Santa and Mrs. Claus and the reindeer, all stickers that I destickerized, using the puffy words there for the title. One thing about that sheet of the puffy words, there's a lot that you can use, which you've seen. I mean,
There's
here's
a
4
lot
layouts,
on
and
a
I
lot
still
on that
have,
sheet.
and I still have some left. So here, make it look like a present, make your little loops and put those down. And again, when I put these down, I only glued them at the bottom so that they still have some life here. They still have some dimension. They still come up. And then, use your faux border to go around there, and, a row of pictures. If you wanted to do like a double page on this, I would just come all the way across with, these strips here all the way across, and you can put photos all the way across. So you can put 8 photos on a 2-page layout, and I think that's great. And you add your journaling, wherever you want. But use your die cut, use your puffy words. It's just fun. It's fun, fun, fun.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Awesome, Peggy. I'm going to flip us to the other
Sure.
camera.
Sure thing. Yeah.
Peggy, I think a lot of people are relaying the same message that I have, and that is thank you for sharing so much
Yeah.
with us and lots of tips, and
Mm-hmm.
get ready for the holiday layouts, or maybe you're
Yes.
doing last year's or
Yeah.
10 years
Whenever.
ago or whatever. But the
I
Oh
mean, I
What
think
Fun is really cute.
like this one, I think was from like 2 years ago. I know this was from 2 years ago. So, I mean, get your, I don't do things in chronological order. I put them together as things strike me, and paper that I get that I like, and I think, ooh, this picture will go good with that, and that's how I do it. So, but yeah, get them on the paper, write something down. It's great.
Right.
And this collection is so much fun. You can do so much with it. It's such a variety of colors, of designs, of little characters. Everything on there is just really, really sweet.
Well, I think you proved that
Mhm.
to us for sure, Peggy. So a big thank you,
Yeah.
Janet. Thank you
Mhm.
for being here and linking.
Yeah,
She linked product, blog posts, all
she
kinds of
did,
things.
and so quickly, so
And we will
quickly.
get
Wow.
these items, we'll get
Mhm.
things on our blog
Yep.
maybe next week or so that you'll be able to
Yeah.
see pictures of Peggy's
Mhm.
layouts. And other than that, I'm just going to say goodbye, and
Yeah.
we'll be back
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Stay warm.